All right, Coach Keith here. We're working on intro to top of the side mount. Okay, here's a little drill we can do to work on some movement with this position. Okay, so typically a good side mount control is having our arm under their head and our other arm, the front one, underneath their arm or their elbow. All right, now they're probably going to have a frame of some kind on the bottom, which is fine. All right, so we're going to look to do this. I'm going to bring my feet back behind me and my hips low to the ground. So this allows me to put all my pressure from my chest right into her chest. Okay, this is a good way to hold the position. If you're on your knees, you're alleviating your pressure and there's not as much weight holding them down, especially if they outsize you by quite a bit. Being on your knees right here is not going to hold them down. So I have to make sure that I'm out. Now, we're going to be looking to switch our legs. So watch this. I'm going to pull this from her head. It's going to go to her arm or by her elbow. All right? And I'm just going to switch my legs here. Right? I'm going to sit through towards her head. All right? Now, I am going to switch them back. I'm going to turn face down, and I'm going to bring this one around. Now this one goes to her hip, and I switch my legs facing her feet. I'm going to withdraw them again, come back around, and I'm in the center. Here's one. This is right where we started. Pull this back. Switch through, head up. I don't want my head over here. All right, sometimes we can get rolled if that happens. So I want to be right in the center with my head. All right, I'm using basically the top of my ribs or the middle. You know, it depends on, wherever they're at on you. I want to push them right in the center of them, right into their diaphragm. I switch back. I'm going to come across, bring this by their hip. The reason we do that so they can't regard as easily. All right, and I switch here. All right, so we can practice this switching back and forth. Practice our movement and our control on them. It's a good start, especially if you have no attacks from the top. Okay, which is fine. It's not the end of the world. Now, let's look at some attacks. So first one I'm going to look at is, I will show you the Americana from the side mount, because it does help set up other controls. Okay, so I'm actually going to start like this, with my left hip pushing on her and my feet wide. It's not a sit-through, all right? A sit-through is when I have my bottom leg coming through, all right? It's like that. I am putting my hips at her head, all right? It's almost like I'm doing this Spider-Man like push-up maneuver. Sometimes we do that for like a warm-up or just a general jiu-jitsu movement, all right? This is kind of the positioning. What I want to do is take this hand here and go right to her wrist, all right? I'm going to look to push it down towards the ground, all right? If I'm lucky enough, I can pin it. I get my elbow by her head. I grab my own wrist. I slide it down. I lift it up. I get my attack. It's a shoulder lock. That's what an Americana is. Now, a lot of people know the Americana. They're aware of it. So a defense is to straighten the arm to get out of it, all right? That's what I would do if I was locked in this, like her. I look to get my arm out of there, all right, and do something with it. If she latches onto me like that, I keep my control, all right? Keep my head tight to her arm. I'm going to take this elbow and place it on her, and now I'm going to pop up and keep my head low. I move my feet so that her head is between my legs, and I'm going to bring my head over to the side. I slide my knee up. And I go to sit down, I pull it out, bring it across, and now I have an arm bar from the side mount. All right, so we can put that together. Another thing we can do is to set up a Kimura. Kimura is a little more complicated, all right, but I will show you so that you are aware of how it works. I can look to set it up very similar way. Push this down, all right. I'm going to wrap this up, and I want to sit through towards her legs so that I can access this hand. Now this will allow me to get my Kimura grip, and now I move up, put this behind, lift it up. Oops, sorry. You have it. Alrighty. Triple threat right there. That's a good thing to have. You want to have multiple attacks. Alright. Think of this. If you're in side mount, your goal is to make sure that they don't get stuff between you and them. Okay, so like this is going to be a problem. If I get a side mount on her and she already has this frame in there, that's a problem. Right? I need to like eliminate it. Get that arm out of the way. I just do that by using movement. See my legs and my hips. Okay? Or I can move around to the other side of the body so that I don't have a strong frame in front of me. Alright? Movement makes a big difference. It opens up a lot of things. We'll use this opportunity to transition to a different position. Right? It's called the neon belly. Neon belly is not a position where we hang out in a lot, but it opens things up, allows you to keep pressure on them. Okay? So I start out in my side mount. I'm going to do two things. I'm going to bring it across right on her collar, all right, and I grab kind of by the shoulder area. I take this one and I press it on her hip. My goal is to hold her down. And I'm going to pop up and I'm going to bring my knee right in the center of them while my other foot is up here. All right, this is called knee on belly. All right. Now keep in mind, you want to be careful with this, especially if you're bigger. You don't want to completely crush the person down here because you certainly can. All right, we can cause a lot of pressure with our knee. All right, you would put a lot of pressure on someone. You know, if they were not your friend, if you were in danger, if you're in a competition. Yes, you don't have to be nice in this position, but when we're training with our partners in class, do be nice. All right. So knee on belly. All right. This allows me to move around. Okay. I can move around to different sides. All right. Also, if their arms come towards me to attack me in some way, it opens them up, allows me to start getting controls over them. Okay. So I have the arm under the head, normal side mount control. I press against her, pop up. There we go. Knee on belly. This can give us an opportunity too to slide over to the mount. All right, another transition. So it opens up a lot of things for us. Alrighty. Also knee on belly. We can use our hands to get these collars, all right, and pull them up towards us to add more pressure into their stomach. Again, it's not the nicest thing, but it gets them under control, and that's what we want. Okay? So there we go. Some stuff from the top of the side mount. All right? Review this material, try it out when you're rolling, and good luck!